In the year of our Lord 1428, my father, Enguerrand de Coucy, sent me to my uncle, the Count of Champagne. I was then a young boy, and served as a page to the ladies in the castle. With impatience, I awaited my 12th birthday, when I would become a squire, and then finally learn to be a knight. While awaiting that blessed day, I would visit Master Fulk every morning. The old man knew all the tales of chivalry, and had written a good number of them. It was through him that I learned of the great deeds of King Arthur, and of his valiant knights of the Round Table.
Come closer, my child. What would you like to hear this morning? The adventures of Lancelot, or of Gawain?
No, Master Fulk. I want to hear of the acts of Bradwen, the Knight of the Red Dragon.
You are fortunate that I have finished this tale tonight. But what story would you like to hear?
Well, that of Bradwen, Master Fulk, and none other.
There is not one story of Bradwen, but rather two. A man's life has many paths and detours. You must know as well that the same life, as seen by different witnesses, will result in different stories.
But the acts of a knight are unique, and one cannot do one thing and its opposite.
Who knows? In the days of Arthur, the world was very different from the way it is now. Fairies roamed the land at dusk in the misty woods. Dragons haunted the depths of unknown swamps. Ogres captured unheeding travelers and cooked them in great cauldrons.
Yes, that's all well and good. Ogres and cauldrons, that's what I want to hear. I'm listening.
In those days, the world vacillated between two ways of life. The old one, guided by the great goddesses, and the new one, illuminated by the new god.
Stop babbling, Fulk. I want stories of knights, and not of monks.
The truth cannot be told like one tells of the latest tournament. As I was saying, each man has several stories. There are two tales, for instance, about Bradwen, that of the valiant knight who served the great goddesses of ancient times, and that of Bradwen the paladin, the pious knight and defender of the cross. Which would you like to hear?
Well, both of them, Master Fulk.
One thing at a time, my child. Choose one story, and I will tell you the other tomorrow. The legends of Bradwen the Celt are in the big red book, while those of Bradwen the paladin are in the white book. Choose one, and bring it to me.
So the red book tells the story of Bradwen, the Celtic knight?
Yes, while the white one tells of Bradwen the paladin and defender of the cross.
So this is Bradwen the Celt, but what is that sign over his head? I'm sure that I am quicker than Master Fulk's battle dummy. What are you doing, Master Fulk?
When young pages leave me in peace, I try to work on my new novel.
What is that sign above Bradwen's head?
That was the symbol of the great goddesses venerated by Bradwen the Celt.
My choice is made, Master Fulk.
Very good, my child. Once upon a time in far-off Britain, there was only darkness and barbarity. In these sinister times, Bradwen, the Knight of the Red Dragon, was born. Here is his legend. Before the birth of Bradwen, the land of the Atrebates belonged to the fairies. and to the sacred animals. The seasons passed in an eternal cycle of rebirth, and time had not yet begun its course. And then the Atrebates, Bradwen's ancestors, came to Britain and entered into a pact with the fairies. They shared the land, the forests, and the swamps, and gave birth to a kingdom where man and fairy lived together in harmony. This peaceful time came to an end with the arrival of the Roman legions. The Empire conquered the kingdom of the Atrebates through fire and blood. The Britons toiled under the yoke, forgot the fairies and their teachings, and converted to the cult of the single god. Villas and cities were built for the greater glory and the greater profit of Rome. The days of the Empire were numbered. Hordes of barbarians from the great forests of Germany overthrew the Empire, burning its villas and towns, trampling everything in its path, and creating a savage world without law. It was in these dark times that Bradwen, the son of a king and warlord, was born. His people had returned to live in the old Celtic strongholds. Bradwen, the illegitimate son of the king of the Atrebates, was their warlord. His father had sent him to the villa of the wealthy Lucius, burned down the previous night in a Saxon raid. Bradwen had hoped to find survivors, as well as a trail that would lead him to the Saxons.
Your time is up, Atrebat dog!
I was fortunate, but now I am unarmed. This Saxon axe will have to replace my sword. I am Bradwen, son of Cadfanan, king of the Atrebates. And you are trespassing on our lands. Prepare to pay the price.
Ah, Celtic pig! Run and hide in your castle, or come and fight like a man!
You are alone now. Go back and tell your cohorts that we are ready and waiting for them.
By Wotan! Come and fight!
By the gods. You have survived, Claudius. It is good to see you.
My thanks to you, Bradwen. It was Anglamar who sent his Saxon hordes to attack us this night.
You and your kin are safe now.
It is good that you have come, Bradwen. Your brother has not lifted a finger to help.
And what of Nia, my wife Gwen's sister? Is she amongst the dead or the vanished?
She lives yet, Bradwen. The pillagers carried her off with the others.
Where are the other inhabitants of the villa? I don't see any corpses.
The Saxons took captives. Perhaps they were after slaves. I overheard them saying they would take them to Tuglid.
Open these doors, Ergan.
Lord Bradwen, your brother Morganor has ordered us to forbid your entry until you have discovered the perpetrators of the attack.
What can this mean?
These are the orders of the Prince, Bradwen.